So just a quick word of warning. I see that you can't actually skip over the billing, so you're going to have to complete the billing before you actually get into your account. And this is a fairly new feature. What I recommend is as soon as you get into your account, because essentially as soon as that billing is in place, your account is live. However, there are a few more things we want to do before actually going live. So what I would highly recommend is you navigate to your campaigns, and they would have originally looked like this. So you would see it in bright white and looks quite bright over here with a green next to it. We want to rather pause that while we're still busy with our setup. So taking a look at Google Ads, over here you will notice all of your campaigns. If you have multiple campaigns, will all be down in this column. And if you click on the campaign, it will then show your different ad groups that we set up. So in this particular case, we set up the ad group for Facebook ads, for Google ads, and for lead generation. And you can also see it over here. Um, and I'm just going to go to Google Ads because that's the one that we sort of followed through to the end. Now, if I click into that, it takes me to the keywords and what keywords we put into place. So you can see there the search keywords that we've written in that we want to show for. And if I run myself over to ads, I can actually go and see all the ads that are displaying. So a reminder, we would preferably want 3 ads over here, and we wouldn't want too many keywords sitting over here. So the next tip I have for you in regards to making sure you don't show for wasted spend is it is very important for you to add negative keywords. So these are the keywords you don't want to show for. So as we know, we got the word ad as agency here, but any other keywords that people use with this will essentially fire our ad up to show. So we want to ensure, let's say, we don't want to show for jobs or people that want to go study Google Ads, etc. So what we want to do is we want to add negative keywords to this campaign. Now, the big tip that I have for you in regards to adding negative keywords is you want to first you would want to do it at campaign level, because generally the negatives you add would be applicable to all of your services. So just remember to look into that. And the next thing is you've got to add not only like the word you want to not show for, but also its plural version. So if I don't want to show for jobs, so people that type in Google AdWords agency job, so I would then go, okay, cool, I don't want to show for the word job. However, you only the only one that Google's not going to show for is that particular word. So you actually have to add the negative plural version. So we say, okay, well, we don't want to show for job and jobs. And now we also got to think of other ways that people maybe search. So maybe some people call it career, and maybe some people call it recruit, and maybe some people call it recruitment. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways that people go about essentially adding negatives and how people could search. We also potentially want to look at people that want to study. So I don't want to maybe show people that want to study this, or I don't want to show for people that want to DIY, or I don't want to show for people that are looking for a university that does this. Um, Maybe I don't want to show for people that are looking for someone to do it for free, or for somebody to do it cheap. So I would now start adding all the sort of negative keywords that I wouldn't want associated with people looking for my product or service. This needs to be a comprehensive list. So just like you're going to spend some good amount of time on your ads, you need to spend a good amount of time on your negative keywords, and you're also going to have to constantly be updating this. So we want to make sure that we don't have wasted spend. So we want to make sure we're only showing for the keywords that we want to show for. And this is how you're going to make it happen, by adding these negatives. So I've done my work there, added those negatives. And what's going to happen is during the month, you're going to need to see what kind of keywords people use for your particular campaign. And then you can go and add more negative keywords. And we'll get to that in a bit. The next thing that you want to look at before going live is adding extensions to your account. So extensions are the part that makes your ad look even bigger. So if we look at this client over here, or this ad over here, can see they've got their phone number in the ad. Now, this is not allowed to actually be put in your actual advert, so this is an extension over here. They've got their location. This is another type of extension. And then they've almost got these extra links. This is also a type of extension. If I look at the one underneath, they've also got a phone number extension. And let's see here. It looks like they might be utilizing something called a structured snippet, because they've got something called services, and then they've put in a list of their services. So we'll run through those in a moment. So extensions really help you get more clicks. I think it's something like 15% more clicks happen on your ads if you have extensions. So I recommend looking at this. So we got site link extensions, call out extensions, and call extensions. And the three that they've recommended here are the three that I would also recommend to you. So we see a lot of people getting phone calls directly on their ad. So setting up a call extension is awesome. So again, we can take a look at the call extension. Do you want it at the ad group level? I'm saying no, I actually want it for my entire account. Then just got to go and choose my country. So that just helps put the 27 in front. And then I just got to put in my number that I would like people to phone me on. So yeah, I'm just going to put in my cell phone number. And as you can see, that is actually how it will look on the particular ad. The next thing I'm taking a look at says call reporting is on. So this is great. This means that when we analyze our results, it will actually tell us if people have called us from that particular ad. Advanced options would be, do I want my phone number only to show if somebody's on their mobile device? Now, that's a debatable one. So potentially you're okay with people being on their desktop, and then they can just dial it directly into their phone number. Maybe you think to yourself, well, actually, no, I only want to show it on a mobile device where people can click it. You can make that decision. So I'm going to say, well, I only want to show it if people can click it. And then the next thing that I would recommend is only showing your number at times of the day when you are able to answer your phone. So it doesn't mean that your ad will go offline. It just means that at certain times of the day, it will show your number, and on other times it won't. So I might say, I'm okay with getting phone calls between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., but I don't want to be disturbed after or before that, and I don't want to be disturbed on my weekends. So I can actually put in a schedule there. Maybe I'm also going to allow Saturdays, but my times are different on a Saturday. Maybe I like to get up a little bit later, so I'm say 9 a.m. and I only really want to work till 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Then I can go and do that. Save that, and now we've got call extensions that are actually for our entire account, so we don't have to do it at each level. The next one that I would want to add is another type of extension, and I highly recommend you do the site link extensions. So like I said earlier, you might have different services, and when somebody types in Google Ads, then you want to maybe show for that particular service, but you maybe want to give them other options to go to other pages on your website. And this is where you can now take them to 4 other pages on your website. So maybe you want them to find out about the team. So you go, meet the team. We believe in family first. Join our family today. And then the final URL would be whatever page you're wanting to drop that particular person on if they click that particular link. Now, because I'm using a landing page, I don't have different pages, but if you're utilizing your website, then you would take them to the particular page that is relevant. I would recommend putting in 4 different site link extensions, because then you are maximizing it. The next one to look at is the call out extension, and these would just be anything that shows an extra benefit or feature of utilizing your business. So maybe you are an online company and you offer free delivery. So it's a very short amount of text that you can put in here. So we want to just be quite specific about what it is. So maybe free delivery. we are open 24 hours a day. Maybe we want to say we use the freshest ingredients. So all of this will be added to your current ad. So just make it look a lot bigger. So you can see there's the call, and this is known as a call out extension. Again, we recommend you add at least 4 of those. Okay, and with that, your account should be really well set up. It will probably be set up about 80% better than most campaigns that we see, and really, really help you in saving that wasted budget that we unfortunately see a little bit too often. We're going to put one more video together, and the next one is just going to show you a current campaign that is live and where you can analyze the results.